What do you know about a tax sale? People oftentimes hear the word tax sale and think, oh wow, I'm going to get a bargain on this property. Oddly enough, tax sales in the past few years have not been the bargain basement price properties that people associate them with. But there is an issue with buying a tax sale. So let's say you bought a piece of property, just a vacant lot, and you bought it last month. Would you be able to resell that lot? What are problems you're going to run into trying to resell that property in the future, or even putting a house or a manufactured home on that property? So we're going to talk a little bit about these nuances of tax sales. Number one, the reason you don't want to do anything to that property for 12 months is because Tennessee has a redemption period, and that is 1 year. So when you buy something at the tax sale, the person who lost it because they didn't pay those taxes has up to a year from the date of the tax sale to come back, bring the taxes up to date, and reclaim their interest in that property. So you definitely don't want to go onto a vacant lot, clear it, put a manufactured home or whatever, and move in, because if those people reclaim that property within 12 months, you're going to have to move that house. You have lost that money that you have invested. Now, you're not going to lose the money you spent on the lot in the tax sale, because whoever reclaims it is going to have to pay you what you paid for that tax sale lot plus any interest. So you're going to get that money back, but you don't want to make any improvements on the property because you will not get that money back. So let's say the 12 months have went by, nobody spoke up. It's going to be your property. You're going to get the deed from the clerk and master's office at this point. What do you need to do now? Well, there is still a 10-year time period where either a mortgage holder, a lien holder, an HOA, if it's in an HOA association, or the owner itself, an heir of the owner, could come back and say, well, we didn't receive notice. We didn't get notice of the tax sale. We didn't get notice that the property had sold, and they can put a claim on this piece of property. So you want to avoid that happening. And in order to avoid having these issues come up, you want to go to a real estate attorney or a title attorney and get what is called a quiet title. The real estate attorney or title attorney will go through and they are going to do the most thorough search that they can possibly do on this piece of property. They are going to send notices out to anybody that might have had a potential interest in the property that they find in this search. They get a certain amount of time to respond to that attorney. If no responses come in, then the attorney can go before the judge, and the judge will give what is called quiet title, which means you are now clean of anything that might come up from the past on this tax sale property. So once you've got the quiet title, you can resell that property. It should be insurable through any title insurance company that the buyer goes through. But those are your big issues with tax sales. So make sure if you're considering buying either a house or a piece of property at a tax sale, you know exactly what you're getting into.